I will do my best to go over all the details of the chipper, starting with the start box here. You would just unclamp these here. It's got a key. I don't know if you can see on the screen or not, but Bandit chippers comes up. Once that turns off, you can go ahead and start it just by turning it to the start, just like a car. The fuel saver is on. What that will do is it will idle the chipper down if it hasn't been chipping any brush for more than 200 seconds, I believe is where I have it set. Once you do start it, you won't mess with these buttons here. What you'll do is you'll come over to the clutch, and it's just like a clutch on a car. You're going to slowly engage it by pressing it towards the machine, and once it clicks and it can't go any further, then the clutch is engaged. What the clutch does is it spins the drum that cuts all the chips. Whenever that clutch is engaged, it will shoot out chips pretty hard, and it does have an adjustable chute by this flipper up and down, but our hydraulic, you can use this to move the flipper up or down, and that is that chute. It will go down or up. You can also use this right here, which is your left one, and then that will rotate this chute left or right. Okay, this does shoot out chips extremely fast and extremely hard, so make sure nobody is in front of it. Windows, doors, cars, things like that. Once you have engaged the clutch, you can come back here. You'll pull these two pins, and then the chute table will fold down. I've never used the winch, so I couldn't tell you how to use that. This bar here is very important. Okay, this is the bar in the middle. Pushing it back towards the machine is going to use the rollers and feed things backwards. It's going to push brush back out of the machine and not suck it in. Extremely, extremely, extremely important. I would not let anyone under the age of 18 operate this, and I would also be very careful, whoever is operating it, to make sure that they know about this bar. If you ever get this machine, will pull brush in at 250 pounds, so that means it will take you off your feet if you are 250 pounds or less. If a branch gets caught between you and the chipper, it's going to suck you into this machine. So make sure that's what this is for. You can push this backwards and it will push the brush back out, and it will stop feeding itself. Inside of here, I'm going to put the phone down for just a second. This is an additional safety feature. Let's say you do get caught in the machine. This right here will pull that bar backwards itself. It's attached to these cables up here. Whenever you've got this bar pulled backwards towards you or towards the brush that you're going to be feeding, those rollers will start sucking brush in or whatever is going into the machine. Do not feed anything that you have raked up with a rake into this machine. Rakings will have rocks in it, nails, things like that. Do not put anything in here that is not wood. No nails, no lumber, anything that has nails or rocks, don't put it in the machine. The knives on this machine are very expensive, and they're not cheap to replace if you get a rock in there or sharpen. Let's see what else. On the side, you've got one of these throttle up buttons. This is connected to that fuel saver I was mentioning earlier. If the machine winds itself down, don't try to feed brush into it until you've wound it back up. You can hold this button on either side of the machine, left or right. You can hold that in for about 2 seconds, and it will throttle the machine back up, and you're able to go ahead and feed the machine. Whenever you are done chipping, or if you're going to take a break or go to lunch, just come back over here to the box. Make sure this box is closed whenever you're operating it. You will take this throttle button and you will press it down and hold it down for about 60 seconds until the machine winds itself all the way down. Just like a car, you'll come back over here once the machine is wound down and pull this lever, which is your clutch, back out. That will stop that drum from spinning. Then you can come over here and turn off the machine. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text. The machine is very heavy. You'll need a 3/4 ton truck to haul it. It is operated by a pintle hitch. I do have those available here at the shop. This is a hydraulic jack, which is you can use this hydraulic cylinder to move the jack up or down to get it onto your vehicle. It does take a, I don't know how many pin this is. Let's see, 2, 4, 7 pin round prong for your lights. The lights do work. It does take def, however the def is already full, and I typically keep the chipper 3/4 or fuller, and it is got 3/4, which should last you a good 8 hours of chipping. That should be it.